You're what's poppin', gang? Hope everybody here. Hope y'all got it. The smoke with peso. Let's get into it. So I didn't even know that it was something going on with Desi Banks, bro. I ain't know it's no type of scandal or nothing like that going on with Desi right now. But apparently it's a scandal going on with Desi. Apparently he's scamming people, I think. But they saying his show is getting canceled. Anybody rocking with it right now? He losing fans, and I want to know why. And that's what I'm gonna find out with y'all. So remember, like, subscribe, comment, ring that bell before getting this video. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Do your thing. Y'all did it? Alright, cool. Let's get into it.
Getting exposed in the worst way possible. I've never seen anybody handle getting exposed any worse. Before we get this video started, there's a description on the text. Frankly, teethless cease and desist all morning to small content creators like this one. He said his cease and desist on my description and get started now. Desi Banks have been sending, quite frankly, teethless cease and desist all morning to small content creators like this one. He sent his cease and desist to YouTube channels with barely 1,000 subscribers, which means his team is literally searching up his name in YouTube, and they're just sending cease and desist to any content creator who covered the Gray Zone article about him. The Gray Zone article was accusing Desi Banks of being in cahoots with Mossad recruitment ads for Iranians. So the article would say that days after anti-government rioters spread mayhem across Iran, Israel Mossad published a new series of Farsi language online recruitment ads. The Israeli Foreign Intelligence Services has taken partial credit for the deadly unrest, pledging in a December 29th Twitter X post that its agents were in the field with protesters. Now it is escalating its infiltration efforts by soliciting spies inside Iran and throughout the Persian diaspora. So pretty much Israel wants a regime change in Iran, right? They want to overthrow the current people in charge, and they're doing so, right, from within. They're having spies, they're doing protesting, and Iran is responding back by just murdering protesters, but Israel is recruiting people fast, and they're using, Google ads to recruit people, to be Mossad agents who can go to Israel and infiltrate from within. But the problem is, these foreign intelligence, they don't have like their own ad accounts, right? Because obviously you can't have your own ad account, right? Because that puts like your national intelligence at risk. So they have to utilize certain people's ad accounts, right? They will pay you to utilize your ad account. But the problem with that is if they're paying you to utilize your ad account so they could recruit from Mossad agents, well, it's public knowledge, right? It's like not a secret. People can see, where the ads are coming from. They can see who ad accounts is being used. In this case, Gray Zone was able to uncover that Desi Banks' ad accounts were being used to recruit Mossad agents in Iran, okay? So if we scroll down, you can see the ads are ads like this, right, where it says, your role, Iranian abroad, is vital. The final days of the regime have arrived. If you know someone who works in sensitive industries or centers, contacts us. Use the secure form below to contact us, etc., etc. So the text is followed by a link to a Google form, which allows potential recruits to apply as Mossad informants, promising them protection and lucrative rewards. At the center of the recruitment form is an image of a tattooed arm holding a trash bag embossed with the logo of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It reads, build a future, opportunities, it is right now. A separate Mossad recruitment ad was released on January.
So wait, do that mean he helping like the other side? I don't understand the political talk all the time. And this is one of the times, but we're gonna get there.
February 14th, which makes explicit reference to the violent upheaval inside Iran. Now, they were able to tie this back to Desi Banks, like through several things. So if you read an ad, the Mossad has placed several recruitment ads on YouTube and other Google-owned social media platforms through Desi Banks Production, LLC. Here's an example of one of the ads that were ran on the account. This is like a literal ad. As you can see, the advertiser is Desi Banks Productions, LLC. Now, the logical conclusion here is obviously Israel, probably cut a check to Desi Banks, probably, right? I don't know for a fact, but probably cut a check to Desi Banks to utilize their ad account. Like the possibility that Israel stole Desi Banks' ad account to utilize, like, come on, bro. Like, to me, that's improbable. Desi will maintain his innocence, and he will take to his social media to say that he don't know how they were able to utilize his ad account. He don't know what's going on. He has nothing to do with this at all. And he took to Twitter, and he wrote, "Stop believing BS. I hate that this is happening to me because I don't even know what any of this is. People are really getting fooled for clickbait." Bro, it's not clickbait. Like, there were actual ads ran on your account. I have kids, and I would never in my life be involved in something like this. Someone used my LLC without my knowledge. How? I don't know yet. So now Desi is saying that Israel used Desi Banks' LLC.
That mean Israel hacked into your shit, right? Or somebody on your team could have deal with Israel? I'm confused. But first you said you stop believing BS. You don't even know what this stuff is, so you're not involved in it. But somebody used your... Okay, we gonna see.
Instead of his ad account. That they created a whole new Google ad account with Desi Banks LLC. All right, man. But my team is digging into it right now. I have no idea who's doing this or why. I have never run, approved, or had any involvement with political ads or anything in another language. My business is already working with Google to remove anything that was done without my permission and to figure out how my company name was used. Stop spreading false narratives off random posts when you don't know the truth. The whole situation is confusing and frustrating, and I'm doing everything I can to get answers. This is sucks, dog, and no, I don't deserve it. I'll be real, Desi.
My boy sound like he is running out of oxygen when he talk. I swear, my boy sound like he is running out of oxygen as he talk. I swear, it's so funny. It's my boy though.
If you had nothing to do with it, again, I'm telling you right now, bro. If you got nothing to do with it, then check somebody on your team, right? Because the possibility that these people found you, to victimize, or they just found you out of everybody on earth to utilize your LLC, that's improbable. It feels like somebody in your team, or maybe you, probably, all right, sold out for a bag, probably sold the account for a couple. They pay a lot for some ish like this. Huh? To use my ad account? What? 100,000, man? Here. Not expecting for it to get out, and now it got out. All right. But now that it got out, I feel like, Desi should have probably handled this directly with Google or with them. He even showed a picture of him going to the police station to make a report. But Desi is now not only trying to, get to the bottom of this, but he's also trying to control the narrative. He's setting cease and desist and threatening to sue content creators, because they cover this.
Can't do that.
One person in particular is a YouTuber by the name of Think Peace Tribe. And here's what he had to say in regards to his back and forth with Desi Banks and his team.
It's in the public knowledge.
I just wanted to show you the USCCA's free concealed carry reciprocity and gun laws map. As a defense attorney...
Dummy.
The first email says, and I quote, "Dear ForQuest Doc, I'm writing on behalf of Desi Banks and Desi Banks Productions LLC regarding your video."
My cat want to be in the video, y'all. Say hi to my cat. I don't know which one it is, but...
Desi Banks unironically has Mossad ties, and Desi Banks refuses to say Free Palestine and texted me. Published on January 22nd through the 23rd, 2026, or any other related references and dates. The content contains inaccurate and misleading statements consisting of defamatory headlines/hooks, verbal content, and screenshots attempting to link Mr. Banks or his company to activities he had no knowledge of or involvement in. Mr. Banks is in contact with Google and the proper authorities to address this misuse of his business information, specifically the claims regarding Mossad recruitment ads, Google ad policy violations, and the headlines/titles and content you've used are factually incorrect, misleading to the public, and may be considered defamatory. I'd like to kindly request that you immediately Remove the content from your sites and socials entirely to avoid any further misinformation and legal considerations. While we do respect your right to free press and accurate reporting, please note that the content in its current form may constitute defamation or misuse of copyrighted or proprietary material, including logos, screenshots, or business identifiers belonging to Desi Banks Productions LLC. We reserve the right to pursue further legal remedies if necessary. We appreciate your attention to this matter and your cooperation in correcting or removing content that is misleading to the public across all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, etc., as applicable. Please confirm receipt of this request and provide an estimated time for removal. For both of the videos, Desi Banks unironically has Mossad ties, and Desi Banks refuses to say Free Palestine and texted me. Here's my response to that first email. Quote, in order for my videos to be removed, I need a detailed breakdown on what was defamation, misuse of copyrighted or proprietary material, including logos, screenshots, or business identifiers belonging to Desi Banks Productions LLC in my videos that led you to send this email to me. Does Desi Banks Productions LLC own the messages he and I exchanged with each other on Instagram Messenger? Because frankly, those were the main images being shown in the video. I started out with showing Max Blumenthal's Gray Zone News article about Desi Banks. The @Desi Banks on my Instagram story that was a tweet reacting to what Desi Banks said on Twitter about his allegations, and the messages that Desi Banks and I exchanged with each other on Instagram Messenger. Nothing in my videos are fabricated, and in my videos, I repeated our conversation word for word.
Desi Banks doesn't really have a case here.
Obviously, he ain't got to argue.
So first off, the barrier to defamation is already super high because he's a public figure, but then you also take into account that, you know, the Gray Zone article did come out. They did provide the receipts. They did provide proof that, you know, like that Desi Banks LLC, right, was being used to run, you know, Mossad commercials or Mossad ads. So if a content creator reported on that and then they gave their opinion that they believe that you were involved, to sue them for defamation in that regard will probably be tough, right? Damn near impossible. You probably won't win whatsoever. Now, what I would say, though, this kid continued and he even said, like, oh, I told you to provide me proof he was not. Well, if you're going to, you know, like make the accusation or say that you think that he is involved or that he did willingly do this or he was in the know-how, then the burden of proof isn't on him to prove that he's not in the know-how, it's on you to prove. So, you know, I did have a problem with this kid saying, well, I told Desi, show me the proof. It's kind of like, nasty work, right? Especially if y'all had a conversation, you know, to still go on and do this. It's still nasty work, but, you know, like Desi Banks can't sue this kid. Like he has, you know, no legal grounds to sue him whatsoever.
Bar for bar, and gave my opinions, analyses, which is protected by my First Amendment rights if this country still abides by the Constitution anyways, in between me repeating this conversation on camera and at the end of our conversation. I would also like to know if you have sent a similar email to Gray Zone News or Max Blumenthal, since they were the people who actually broke the story in January, even though these allegations first dropped around September. Please confirm receipt of this request and provide an estimated timeline for a response. Also, for the Desi Banks unironically has Mossad ties video, I wonder if you have also sent similar emails to other content creators like myself who have made extremely similar reaction videos to the Desi Banks allegations. If you are trying to only target me because of the videos that I made that reported on Desi Banks allegations from a credible report by Max Blumenthal from Gray Zone News, then I promise you that won't work. And if you think it will, then you should study the law more to be a better publicist. In the second email, Desi Banks' publicist responds back to me and says, and I quote, "Thank you for your response. We acknowledge receipt and I'm happy to address your questions. To be clear, this request is not limited to copyright concerns. I'm kindly notifying you that your headline, video hook, framing, and repeated assertions and interactions implying Mossad ties may constitute defamation and or harassment, particularly given that Desi Banks has no involvement. The information reported is false, and Mr. Banks is the victim of unauthorized misuse of his business information. Repeating allegations while disclaiming them as opinion does not negate the reputational harm caused by false implications presented as fact. At this stage, we are attempting to resolve this directly with you without formal legal action. Rest assured, we are in the process of reviewing and contacting all those disseminating this misinformation, including the originator. Any person who persists in defamation or false reporting may be subject to legal action. We are asking respectfully for a voluntary takedown within 48 hours. Absent that, we will evaluate next steps with legal counsel. This message serves as final confirmation of our request and notice that the matter is under active review. This is my response to that second email. Like I said in my text exchange with Desi Banks, I will provide a redaction if evidence comes out that goes against the Gray Zone News article and proves Desi Banks to be 100% innocent. I already told him that I would redact and apologize if he provides evidence, and that's still the case. The evidence he provided to me in our text exchange was a tweet and 2 pictures of Desi Banks going to a government state of Georgia building, which is certainly not proof of innocence.
Desi Banks have been on the internet for a while now, so he should know better. Bro, you can't beat the internet. And, bro, I'm damn sure not hopping in no DMs of
trying to clear
like
nothing
of a
up.
YouTuber to explain myself. Bro,
No.
YouTubers are the thirstiest people on earth. Trust me, bro. Right? YouTubers are garbage human beings. They're not good people. A YouTuber will throw you under the bus if they can get a little bit of clout. Listen, if a YouTuber can like get their,
which is crazy coming from a YouTuber, that's wild. You can say he do Twitch, he's on YouTube too. He's a YouTuber. So that's weird. That's weird. But continue.
the big story for the day, and that means making your life, inexplicably harder. They're not gonna have mercy on you, bro.
If it's the facts, why would we?
A YouTuber is not gonna get a message from you and then say, "Oh yeah, I talked to him. Let me pass up on 200,000 views." It's not happening, bro. These people are not good people. YouTubers are terrible human beings. So I wouldn't even have wasted my time with a YouTuber, bro. All right? Listen. Desi Banks start having a conversation with that dude would have stopped that dude from going on YouTube. All right. And pushing the narrative to get views. It's not gonna, bro. All right. A YouTuber ain't passing up on views. All right, for your friendship. It's not happening, bro. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all think that Desi Banks is guilty?
I mean, it seemed like he guilty to me. I don't like how he just tried to come for YouTubers when, like I said, he's a YouTuber. Look him up. He's a YouTuber. He started off, he be on the No Jumper. Like, that's weird. Nah, like I said, if it's the facts, yeah, we gonna talk about the facts. Just like I'm talking about the facts now. I gotta make sure, so I gotta do my homework a little bit more when I do my videos now. But yeah, I definitely make sure that it's factual, especially when I see the evidence come out. Oh yeah, I definitely gotta do something on this. You know what I'm saying? Because then, like I said, I mean, what can you say? But to say we do this to make people's lives harder is crazy work. That's wild. But like he said, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. I told y'all how I feel. Let me know what y'all let me know how y'all feel. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring that bell. And we gone. You did!